So before I start, I just want to say that I've been given permission by Rhymestyle to use his footage for the analysis. So if you want to use his footage, just make sure you get his permission first. And secondly, all the videos I do use will be linked in the description in order of their appearance. So the first thing I noticed was that on the Wasteland stage, there's now rocks and pebbles in the centre of the stage, whereas in Xenoverse 1, these were not present. The rocks, pebbles and debris now float up when you charge up. This is something that I think really gives Xenoverse 2 that Dragon Ball feeling, and it really does give me hope when Dim say that Xenoverse 2 is going to be the most detailed Dragon Ball game ever made. The screen now shakes when you power up. This time around, Goku now has after image. The speed of normal movement has been increased. Just take note of how fast Turles flies around Goku. The lock-on symbol now only appears when you're far away from your opponent and fades out when you're near each other. The icons for the original characters now change when they transform, as I predicted in my Turles vs Future Gohan analysis. We now have access to 2 ultimate attacks and a slot dedicated to transformations. The transformations now stack, so that means I can have Super Saiyan 1, Super Saiyan 3, Super Kamehameha and Spirit Sword in one fight. Awoken skill unlocked. I have no idea what this means, but I think it's just a placeholder name for the option to revert back to your base form. Goku finally has Dragon Fist as an ultimate attack, and it looks like you can control it. When you're Super Saiyan 3, rocks will now float around you automatically. It also looks like the fully charged basic Ki Blast now returns. Next, let's look at the character selection screen. Health, Ki, Stamina, Attack, Strength, and something called BLA. I have no idea what this could stand for, so if any of you know, please leave a comment. Maybe this is a placeholder for a secret stat that they don't want to give away yet. Who knows? A welcome addition this time around is the ability to see the name of your outfit before you pick it. Hopefully we can also do this for our created characters. I have no idea what this type could mean, unless it's something to tell you what a character is best at. For example, if a character is designed to be a tank, or if they're best suited for fighting up close. In the demo, there's 2 new maps, Archipelago and Hell. It now looks like the original characters will get their own pose in the loading screen. Here we see Gogeta's Super Soul activate. Honestly, I think Super Souls is just a rename of Z Souls, you know, because of Dragon Ball Super, so kind of a nod to that. These dimension bubbles, I guess you could call them, move when they're hit. Again, a very small detail, but very much welcomed. Turles' Kill Driver homes in on the opponent. The invisible wall is now much less intrusive in my opinion. In Xenoverse 1, it was kind of like a pixelated mess, but now it's been changed so it looks like just like a normal distorted effect. And finally, for the first of Rhymestyl's videos, I also mentioned in my Future Gohan vs Turles gameplay analysis video that you'd have to be locked into that blue shield that Turles does in order for his ultimate attack to be activated, and I think this clip here proves it. Moving on to the next video, it now looks like when you've managed to continue a combo, it only takes 1 bar of stamina rather than 2. There's a new evasive move called Special Beam Blast. From this, I get the feeling that they want evasive attacks to act more like a 5th super attack. Here we see Turles taunting. Maybe this is Turles' idle animation. Transforming into a Super Saiyan no longer knocks your opponent back, and this time around, Super Saiyan does not give you infinite ki. Another change is that it no longer automatically drains your ki, meaning we can stay transformed indefinitely. A new super attack to be included is bending Kamehameha, and the way you bend it is by hitting the same button that you have associated with the attack. Again, if we look carefully, we can see that the created character's Super Saiyan 1 aura has blue lightning, which of course is only meant for Super Saiyan 2, so maybe this is a very strong hint that we can customize our auras while transformed. We can also hear the created character start to shout while he's charging his ki. We can see here that Turles eats the fruit from the Tree of Might, and it looks like the effect of eating the Tree of Might fruit is for faster ki regeneration. Super Gogeta is given Ki Blast Cannon, a very minor detail, but as that's one of my favourite super attacks from Xenoverse 1, I'm very happy to see it returning. Super Destructile Disc is now a thing. Super Destructile Disc is an example of a super attack which takes 2 bars of ki to use, but it's not quite as powerful as an ultimate attack, but stronger than a regular super attack. You can go directly to Super Saiyan 3 if you have max ki, and previous Super Saiyan transformations, depending on how much ki you have, you can revert back to your base form at will. The created character also has dialogue when he fires the Super Kamehameha. The final thing I want to say for this second video is that the new stamina break smash can be perfect blocked. There's only 2 videos left, but there's only a few things I picked up in them. So before we finish off the video, when GT Goku turns into Super Saiyan 3, the force of the transformation creates a crater on the ground. Lord Slug's new ultimate attack gives off a burst limit feeling. Next, this is Janemba's new throw. I'm so happy they gave this to him rather than just some generic grab. And finally, Janemba also has his very own teleport animation, which is really spot on from the movie. And that is going to do it for my gameplay analysis video. Make sure you leave a comment if I missed anything, and I'll see you next time.